Okay, so before we continue the job with the clutch, really, the slave cylinder was replaced. That's the one, and the engine will back to car at the moment. So the next thing what I want to do is just the pipe for the bleeding valve was connected here, and that's the bleeding valve. And you need to dry the all the air from the system. So for this I'm using .4 fluid. It's a brake clutch fluid. The small cup like this will be useful, much easier to top up on the bottom, on the top. So we need to bleed the system. So the old way, you can ask someone to press the clutch pedal inside of the cabin, and hold the pedal down, and then unscrew this nut here and let the fluids go out. For this you need some kind of bleeding system like this. It's just really collection pipe with a small tank on the bottom, and on the end of this pipe there is a small valve which let the fluids go out but not back to. So that's the manual one. You can use the pneumatic one if you got access to. That's the one which you connect to compressor, and it will suck out all the fluid together with air. But with this type of cylinder, slave master cylinder, you will need to. The lot of manufacturers recommend to use the manual way. So the push clutch pedal down and release the valve with this type of collecting bottle. If you're not sure, I got a good access here because the front is removed. If you're not sure about this, if it's working or not, there's two rubber for ventilation in this place where the clutch is inside. If you remove this rubber, just take the rubber out like this. You got the access inside, and in fact you can have a look inside and see if your slave cylinder inside is pushing your clutch. I don't want to go too far with everything, put everything back together and then catch myself with the problem as the clutch is not working. So I want to make sure. That's why the rubber was removed. And if you got access to some kind of borescope, you can put this probe inside and have a look over there inside how's your slave cylinder is working, if it's pushing the clutch or not. So that's my way to sort the story before I go to the next step. In my option, I'm start with the pneumatic system, so I'm sucked around half a liter of fluid out together with the air, and then I'm close the valve, disconnect the pneumatic system, and connect the ordinary push pedal manual one. So the one person inside was push the clutch pedal down, and I'm release the valve with the pipe connected and let the fluid together with air, if was still there, going out. Then close the valve and talk to person inside to release the pedal. So that's the way of doing this. To remove to release the valve, you need the spanner number 10. That's the one on the bottom. Just remove the rubber and release them in the moment when the pedal is pushed down. So now it's on this step, then the system, the clutch system, is completely with the new fluid. So I'm quite happy. Over the rubber, I was looking inside with the borescope, so I know the travel for the clutch. The pressure plate was moving. The cylinder was pushed by pedal, so I'm happy the system is working fine now. Okay, so that's the story on the end. Thank you.